The ICEVI, the Nippon Foundation Mathematics Package for Teachers video series, Abacus as a Mathematical Tool. Title of the video, Alternate Modes of Multiplication. Example 305 multiplied by 46. In the earlier example, we used all numbers other than 0. But in the present example, let us change the 325 to 305 and multiply it with 46. There are 3 digits in the multiplier 305 and 2 digits in the multiplicand 46, and therefore the digit-wise multiplication will involve 6 multiplications. Let us see how the multiplications can be done. In abacus multiplication, it should not be simply skipped but shown so that the child understands that all 6 stages of multiplication have been completed. The first stage multiplication involves the units column 6 and the units column 5, and therefore the value should be set from the units column, that is 6 multiplied by 5, that is 30. The 0 should be set in the units column and 3 appears in the tens column. The second stage multiplication involves 6 of the units column and 0 of the tens column, and therefore the multiplied value should be set from the tens column to its left, that is the multiplied value 0 and 0 are shown in the tens column and in the hundreds column respectively. The third stage multiplication 6 and 3 involve units column and hundreds column, and therefore the multiplied value should be set from the hundreds column. The multiplied value 18 is set in such a way that 8 appears in the hundreds column and 1 appears in the thousands column. In the fourth stage, we are taking the tens column digit of the multiplicand and multiply it with the digits of the multiplier. In this stage, the tens column 4 is multiplied with the units column 5, and the result should be set from the tens column, that is 0 is set in the tens column and 2 is set in the hundreds column. In the fifth stage, the tens column 4 should be multiplied with the tens column 0 of the multiplier, and the multiplied value 0, 0 should be set from the hundreds column, that is 0 and 0 should be set in the hundreds columns and the thousands column respectively. Now in the final stage, the tens column 4 is multiplied with the hundreds column 3, and therefore the multiplied value should be set from the thousands column, that is 2 in the thousands column and 1 in the 10,000s column. There are 5 columns of numbers, and these can be simply added column wise with the help of abacus. In the units column, there is only a 0, so which is set in the abacus. That means simply skip that column. In the tens column, there are 3 numbers 3, 0 and 0. That means 3 and 0 and 0 are added to the 3. That does not change the value. In the hundreds column, there are 4 numbers 0, 8, 2 and 0. The child can set the 0 and then set 8 and then add 2. That means add 1 in the thousands column and subtract 8 in the hundreds column and then add 0. In the thousands column, there are 1, 0 and 2, and these should be added with the already available 1. That is, add 1 and then 0, that doesn't change the value, and add 2. Now we finally go to the 10,000s column where the lone number 1 should be added in the abacus. So we have completed the operation. Now the result is 1, 4, 0, 3, 0. That is 14,030. In a number of videos prepared on this subject, mathematics made easy for visually impaired children, we emphasized the efficacy of a magnetic board in teaching mathematical concepts, covering areas such as algebra, geometry, trigonometry, etc. And we can appreciate the same efficacy in teaching of abacus too. The feasible strategy may be to teach proper procedures of abacus operation first, and then expose the child to alternate modes of mathematical calculations that can be combined with the use of abacus.